Hey YouTube, Nappy Goddess here, and I'm just coming to talk to you guys a little bit about being chemical free, I guess. I was thinking, and I've been thinking a lot, especially in the new year. I love the new year because it's like it's time to kind of refresh and revamp and see what was I doing last year that wasn't really working, and how can I change, and what better time. I mean, you can start any time to make changes to yourself or anything like that, but what better time than the new year, because then you can kind of track your process and see, where it is that you've been, and then what you need, what you need to do to improve, and how much have I improved by, say, I don't know, March, April. So I was thinking that just because, and I've been natural for many years, I just was straightening so much that I decided to do the big chop again because I changed the texture of my hair. So often we decide to stop using relaxers, but we still use products in our hair that have chemicals in it. And so it's kind of like a contradictory type thing. Okay, I am natural, I am not putting any more relaxers in my hair, I am free from the, the process of being chemically straightened and all that good stuff, but are you really free from chemicals? And I'm not like pointing a finger or anything like that, this is what I was thinking about myself. And a lot of times we are still guilty of using chemicals or fake products on our hair and on our skin. I never had problems with my skin in high school, and I think it's because my mom, with us being from the islands, she was not really into the standardized, let's go to the dermatologist if you get a bump or anything like that, or let's go to the doctor, oh my gosh, you're coughing. There were more like natural remedies for things. And so we grew up with kind of natural remedies, being vegetarian. I was vegan for a while by myself, and I also stopped using any kind of chemicals or anything animal based. And I think I was the smallest that I ever was. I didn't have the weight problems that I have been fighting for years. And my skin was the clearest that it ever was when I was younger. My mom made us drink like castor oil and molasses and things like that. And my hair was healthy and beautiful, and it grew so fast, and it was thick. And I still am blessed with really nice, thick, healthy hair. But the straightening and the chemicals, even in like conditioners like this, which are really awesome, they still have a bunch of things that I can't pronounce, and I don't know what that is in there, as much as I love this stuff. So I was thinking that I was going to, and this was especially just recently, I went out because I used to use face products that they discontinued. I don't know why they do that. They make something, they discontinue it, and then what are you supposed to do? I'm not going to digress any further on that. So I went out and I spent money on oil of Olay products, which are supposed to be really good, and I'm sure that they are. I'm sure that they work. My skin hasn't reacted as quickly to it as I thought or that I would like. And so I was reading up on some natural remedies for like the bumps and the black marks and the scars that I have on my face that are, indicative of acne, adult acne that I've been struggling with for the past few years that I never had when I was in high school. I was reading about castor oil, and I know, we all know that castor oil is really good for our hair. And so I went out, and after doing some research, I bought some castor oil today, and I decided, oh my goodness, for a month, starting today, I am going to use castor oil not only in my hair to help thicken it and condition it and for it to grow healthy, but on my skin. So here it is. As far as my skin goes, this is the castor oil that I bought. And I was reading also that, of course, lavender is really good for your hair. It's a good antiseptic for your skin, I'm sorry. But so is sandalwood. I love the smell of sandalwood. Sandalwood, and that's what I bought, is also very good for your hair, not just your skin. And so this is 100% pure and natural sandalwood, and it's a 14% oil blend, and it's already been blended with almond oil. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to mix the castor oil with the sandalwood, and I'm going to put it in my squeezy bottle, and I'm going to use this in my hair after I have shampooed it and all that good stuff, and I'm going to use it as kind of like a sealant for my hair, and a treatment, massage it in my scalp. Not only am I going to do that, but I'm going to squeeze it on a cotton ball, and I'm going to use it on my face. I have decided that I'm going to not throw away my oil of Olay. I'm just going to kind of put it in the drawer because that was a lot of money. It's like, I mean, almost really $30 for one thing. And then they try to sell you like the 3-step process. So you can spend about 60 to 90 bucks in one sitting for the oil of Olay products, when I paid $5.99 for some castor oil that not only helps with oily skin, but helps with acne and helps with scarring. Not only does it help with my skin, but it's going to help my hair grow. $5.99. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about the price. I have here that I bought, I told you guys about this in my product review. I use these bar soaps in my hair because I don't like shampoos, and I have sandalwood. I was so lucky that I actually picked this up because I love the smell of sandalwood. I could smell it all day. I'm going to use this on my face. I have one, the shea butter that I use in my hair, and the sandalwood that I'm going to use on my face. And that's because I wear makeup, you know, during the day for work. I like eye makeup. And a natural eye makeup remover, hello, is olive oil. So I'm going to remove my makeup at night with olive oil, scrub my face with some baking soda. This is very good for acne, very good for scarring, and good for cleansing. It also cleanses your hair. You get my drift here? I mean, double the use. Then, I'm going to use soap also, probably in the morning or at night or whenever I feel like using it. Then I'm going to use the castor oil and sandalwood on my face. You can take a wet hot rag, and you can, after you put the castor oil and the sandalwood on your face, you can hold the wet rag against your face and, you know, kind of steam, I guess, your face and open your pores so that it can cleanse more and it can affect your skin a little more. So I'm going to try that, and I'm going to try it for a month, and I'm going to see the difference that it makes in my skin. I have oily skin, and so often during the day I have to go in the bathroom and dab my nose or use a primer under my makeup that kind of mats away the shine. Castor oil, surprisingly enough, because it's an oil, is very good for oily skin and keeping the oil at bay. As far as my hair goes, right now I have the Amla hair oil that I've talked about in my product review. This is an Indian hair oil that I got at a little Indian shop here. It's wonderful stuff. I love the smell. I love the conditioning treatment that I have. So for an hour I leave this in, and then I'm going to shampoo it out. And then I'm going to just condition. And if I want a deeper conditioning, I'm going to keep my Suave coconut conditioner because I love this stuff. I'm sure there are some chemicals in this, but I can't let this go quite yet. So I'm going to condition with this until I find something better. Another thing I like to condition with is coconut oil because I can wash it out. So I can always use my coconut oil or mix this with the coconut oil. And then I'm going to use my castor oil and sandalwood blend, and I'm going to massage my scalp, especially at night. I'm going to try to do this whenever even if I don't shampoo my hair, every night. And I'm just going to treat my hair with that. And then in the morning, I'm going to get up and I'll either rinse my hair so I can put my gel in it, or I'm going to twist my hair more so that I'm not wetting my hair so much, and see if it makes a difference in the growth, you know, if I'm not manipulating it so much. So that's going to be my new routine for my hair and my skin. Totally natural, no chemicals. I'm not going to throw anything away. I'm going to keep everything in a drawer just in case. You know, I might not like, my skin might not like this. If it doesn't like this, then I might have to go back. But I can't imagine that anything that is natural, that you should be able to, I mean, if you notice, all of this stuff, you can use this in your food. We're supposed to eat this and drink this. And, you know, my mom used to make us take a spoonful of castor oil. My skin loved it when I was little. So I think that if you can ingest it, it's even better to use in your hair because it's like working from the inside out when you're eating or drinking it. And so of course you should be able to rub it in your skin and use it in your hair. So that's going to be my new thing. I'm going back to kind of the old school way of doing things. I've also decided I need to drink more water. I think because that has a lot to do with the hydration of my skin. I don't have a problem drinking water. I just sometimes don't drink as much as I should, and I don't get enough sleep. Those are my problems. Drinking 1 glass of water right when you wake up in the morning, especially if it's room temperature water with a little bit of lemon or lime. Cold water is good too. That it helps your body fight fat if you drink cold water. Room temperature water is even better because your body doesn't have to work so hard to regulate the temperature when you do drink it. Put a little lemon in it, put a little lime in it, right when you wake up in the morning, drink it. It helps to flush and cleanse out your system and prepares your body for the day, prepares your body to take in food. especially if you follow it up with good healthy food for the day. I'm talking oatmeal for breakfast, black beans and rice for lunch, or soup or something like that. And I'm gonna try to stop eating so much of the processed foods that I've been eating. So yay. Of course, it's not January 1st. It's a little late in the month for New Year's resolutions, but hey, better late than never, I say. And I'm gonna track my process and let you guys know how it goes. Thank you for listening to my rant, and if you want to try it along with me, like I said, castor oil and sandalwood together in my little squeegee bottle, face and hair. I have sandalwood soap and shea butter soap, hair and skin, and I just bought these in the mall. You can get shampoo bars, you can order them online. From Nature with Love, they've got soap that you can order. Baking soda when I want to scrub for my face. Olive oil, natural eye makeup remover, or any makeup remover, just rub it on. Olive oil is so good for your skin and hair. Also a good conditioner for your hair, a good leave-in conditioner, I'm talking, for your hair. And Amla hair oil, deep conditioner. And I'm gonna keep my Suave coconut conditioner until I find something better. Actually, something better is 100% coconut oil, but I love the smell of this, so I'm gonna keep that just for a little while. And that's all. That's what I've got going. I'm gonna make a list of it for you so that you can see it. I kind of talk really fast, I've been told. And I will see you guys later. Okay, bye. Okay, this is the morning after the castor oil treatments, and I was running late, so I figured I would do this in the car. So anybody driving by is probably like, oh my god, what is she doing? Anyway, I wanted to show you, I haven't put on any powder or anything on my face yet, but I did use castor oil this morning, and I have to say, and hopefully this isn't speaking too forwardly, that my face feels a lot better. Like when I woke up this morning, I snapped some pictures because it just looked a lot better than it usually does. Not so greasy and not, you know, I don't know. It just seemed to look a lot better. It feels a lot better. It doesn't feel as dry and stretchy than it usually does, even with the oil, but it doesn't look as oily to me in the face. Usually I would have had to put on a primer or a mattifier or something to cut down on all the oil that's usually on my face, but to me it doesn't, I don't see a lot of oil. Also, my hair Looks pretty cool. I used the Eco Styler this morning, however I didn't do a wash and go. All I did was rinse my hair while I was in the shower. I just ran some water through it just so I could put the Eco Styler in there because it doesn't do well dry. So no co-wash this morning, more like a rinse and go. So I like it. The castor oil made it really nice and soft and thick. My hair is already really thick, so I'm not sure about the thickness, but we'll see. Either way, let me concentrate on the road. I just wanted to do a quick little the morning after, and I will update on my castor oil treatment in a week just to see how it's doing for me. Okay, have a good day. Hey YouTube. Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick update from today for the whole castor oil treatment that I'm doing. Start with my face. I did a message this morning. I was in the car and I hadn't yet put on any powder or anything like that. It was just freshly washed, freshly with castor oil on it, and the castor oil sandalwood mixture that I put just a little dab, because last night I put maybe 5 or 6 drops in my palm and then warmed it up by rubbing my hands together, and my face was a little oily, although it went away. I have to say, right before I went to bed my face wasn't so oily. This morning I only did like 2 drops, which was quite enough to moisturize my face and go to work. And I went to work with my powder with every intention of putting a little face powder on my face when I got to work. But a couple of hours into work I went to the restroom and I looked at my face and I was like, wow, I don't see any oil, and my face just like it is now. It's been like this all day, no oil. The parts where I get it, especially here on my nose, here on my chin. And I don't have any dryness. Like sometimes I get dryness here. If I don't use enough moisture, then I don't want to use a lot of moisture because it gets oily, whatever. So I have discovered that I think castor oil is going to be my miracle face treatment. As for my hair, it feels great. I put in some of the Eco Styler olive oil this morning. I didn't do any wash out or shampoo or anything like that. It was pretty much just a rinse and go because I just needed to wet my hair to put the gel on it. But the castor oil was still in it from last night. So loving the castor oil. Here's a little close-up of my face. I don't want to be too close. Of course, the black marks wouldn't have gone away overnight, but look, no shine. Sorry for the close-up. And I put some on my eyelashes. I've been using some on my eyelashes, so we're gonna monitor the growth of my eyelashes and see how that goes. I do have on eyeliner, that's all I put on, but no powder. And my hair, hopefully the lighting is good in here for you to see it. If I can get closer to the light. My house is a mess. So just wanted to update you. In a week, I'm going to come back and I'm going to let you know how I'm feeling about the castor oil. I'll do face and hair and compare it to the oil of Olay that I had been using before. Okay, so thanks for watching. Good night. Have a good weekend.